Hello. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living at San Jose. I'm Miss Liza, and this is Sunday school class, but it might not be Sunday, and that's okay. Hi. Hi, how are all of you? I hope I get to see all of you soon in person, but meanwhile, here we are, and you're watching this video, and that's great. We're going to learn so many things today and have a lot of fun. So I want to say, first of all, that what we talk about every week in here is this thing, this big, huge, giant thing. You can't even imagine how big it is. And what's it called? You know. Yeah. It's called God. And God is good. It's good stuff. And you know what? It's everything. It's everything. And I know you might think that, well, everything's not good stuff. When I fall down in the mud, that's not good stuff. But you know, mud is good. It's good for the worms, right? We always got to think about how everything's good, some way, somehow. Because everything's God. God is everything and it's everywhere. And who knows where the most important place is that God might be. Well, it's the most important place for you because in you. That's the most important place that God is, right? Yes, God is inside of you. And that is so, so important because you know what? You get to use it. You get to be everything that God is. Isn't that cool? Now, some people don't call God God. They might call it spirit. They might call it love, right? They might call it power. They might call it goodness. They might call it Jesus or Allah or Buddha or Baula. There's so many things to call God. You could call God spinach if you want, because everything is God and God is everything. So a way that we celebrate that every week is we light these candles and we say all of these things that God is. So let's do that right now. I'm going to say something that God is, and then we're going to say, I am that. Whatever. Like if I say God is cool, you say, I am cool. If you say God is awesome, you say, I am awesome. All right? So let's do these really quick. You ready? Here we go. God is life. I am life. God is light. I am light. God is joy. I am joy. God is peace. I am peace. God is love. I am love. God is beauty. I am beauty. God is power. I am power. And together we say, all of these things God is, I am. I always get so happy whenever I get to remember that I get to be everything God is. I get to be all that good stuff. I get to have God inside of me and I get to use it. And lighting the candles always helps me to remember that. Today we're going to talk about this really cool thing called kindness. Have you ever been kind? I know you have. Have you ever had someone be kind to you? Yeah. How do you feel when someone's kind to you? Does it make you feel better? You fall down and maybe bump your bottom and you're hurting and you're crying and somebody comes and helps you up, tells you it'll be okay. Yeah. You feel better, right? And when you are kind to someone else, do you feel better? If you have two juicy cutie oranges, and you have a little sibling that would maybe like one, and you share one, you're kind, and you give them one of the cutie oranges, and they're so happy. How does that make you feel? Don't you feel good when you're kind? So kindness is just this good thing. We feel good when people are kind to us, and the people we're kind to feel good when we're kind to them. Isn't it great? I love kindness. You know what kindness is? Kindness is treating others nicely, looking out for others, doing nice things for others, remembering that others need care, caring for other people. Maybe they're not feeling well. Maybe one day the big person at your house has a headache and they're lying down. And they say, oh, my head hurts so badly. And you decide that you'll be very quiet so their head doesn't hurt any worse. And so that is very kind, right? Caring for others. And remember to be kind to yourself. Always say nice things about yourself because you are super awesome. You know that, right? Yeah. So, let's see. I've got some puppets here. Let's see about their examples of kindness. Here's a little girl. Let's see if she's going to be kind or not. And here's another little girl. Let's see if she's going to be kind or not. Oh my goodness, I'm not very good at coloring, and the other kids were laughing at me about it. Oh no. Well, I can teach you how to color better. You can? Yes. And I will talk to those other kids because that's not very nice at all. Now the other kids weren't very kind. But is this girl kind? Is she being kind? She is. She offered to help her learn how to color better. She did. I love that. And then she said she'd talk to the other kids. Yeah, I bet she'll tell them not to act that way. Yes, I will. So see, and now they're both so happy. This girl is happy because someone was kind to her, and this girl's happy because she was able to show kindness. That's nice, right? It's so nice when people are kind to each other. That's what kindness is. Let's see what happens here. Here's Astronaut Al. Here's a little boy. I'm feeling really scared about having to go up in the spaceship. Oh, man, that's because you're a chicken. You're a chicken. Is he being kind? No. If someone's feeling scared, do you make fun of them? Do you say mean things to them? Is that kind? No, that's not kind. What do you think he might say? Yeah, he might say, oh, but don't forget you have God inside of you so you can be brave, right? Yeah, that would be a kind thing to say. Or I bet you can do it. Let's try it again. Let's see. Can you please remember that you have God in you and you need to be kind? Okay, let's try it again and see what happens. I'm feeling very scared to go up into the spaceship. Oh, well, I understand that because I've been scared of things too. But then I just remembered that I had God inside of me and I felt very powerful and brave. And you know what? You have God in you, so you're powerful and brave too. And I bet you can do it. You do? Uh-huh. And if you ever feel really scared, I can always give you a hug. That might make you feel better. Oh, I would like that. Thank you. Is everyone feeling good now? Yeah, because this boy was kind. See how everybody feels when they're kind? Look, Astronaut Al is even smiling. Yeah, when you're kind, you feel good. And when others feel your kindness, then they feel good too, right? Kindness is so important. We all need to remember to be kind every day. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes things make me angry and I forget to be kind. Does that ever happen to you? Sometimes you forget to share. Sometimes we forget. And so maybe we need something to help us remember a little bit. And you know what could help us remember? Prayer. Saying a prayer. Did any of you say prayer since you saw me last? I hope you did. Prayer is very cool. You know what we do? We use 5 steps. 5 steps to say our prayer, right? So let's say a prayer for kindness. Are you ready? The first step is, God is all there is. So let's say that. God is all there is. The next step is, God's inside of me, right? God's inside of me. The next step is, I can use my God to do whatever I need to do. I can use my God to do whatever I need to do. And today, I am going to be kind. I am going to treat others in a gentle way. I am going to tell them how great they are. I am going to remember to help others too. Hey, the fourth step is thank you. Hey, I get to have God in me, so I get to be kind if I want to. So I say, thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit. And then the fifth step is let it go. Let it go. Not going to think about those yuckies anymore. Just going to remember that everything's good and I can be kind. And so it is. That's a prayer. Prayer's cool, huh? It always helps you to remember. It helps you to remember all the good stuff inside of you. Now, sometimes our brains don't work very well, you know. They work a little crazy. They keep thinking about the yucky stuff. Like maybe if we're scared of something, our brains keep thinking about it. Like remember astronaut Al? He kept thinking that he was scared to go up in the spaceship, right? He wasn't in control of his mind. Right? But we like to control our minds. And that other friend, when he said, well, you're a chicken, he wasn't controlling his mind. When we use our mind, we can be kind, right? So he wasn't using his mind. So a way, you know how people do exercises to make their muscles strong and better? There's an exercise that you can do to make your brain more powerful and strong. It's called meditation. And the way we practice controlling our minds is we meditate. Now, meditation is when you sit very quietly and think peaceful, good thoughts for a while. And sometimes you put nice, sweet music on when you do it. You might sit in your favorite chair. You might lay down on the couch or down on the floor. You might lay in your bed. And be very quiet and peaceful. Maybe you'll sit crisscross applesauce. A lot of people do that. And sometimes people hold their hands out like this. Sometimes people hug themselves. Sometimes people roll into a little ball. You just find a position. I want you to do it right now. Find a position where you can be comfortable for 2 minutes. And we can sit very quietly and still and think good thoughts while we listen to really peaceful music. I'm going to put that peaceful music on right now. Let me find it here with my great technology that I have. I love it so much. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Do you hear that? Okay. Get in your position. We're going to control our minds. We're going to meditate for 2 minutes. Are you ready? Okay. Close your eyes. Think peaceful thoughts, nice thoughts, happy thoughts. For 2 minutes, control your mind. Here we go. Gently open your eyes. Come on back to the screen. Wasn't that great? Did you think very, very peaceful things? Yes, I was thinking very, very peaceful things. I was. I was really, really thinking peaceful, wonderful thoughts. I controlled my mind. Did you control your mind? Yeah, because it's so very important to control your mind. And, we use our mind to be kind. I have a song about that. We sang it last week. I think we should sing that song now because I'm feeling so happy after my meditation. Are you ready? Here's how it goes. Are you ready? Say, it is very important to be kind. Can you say that? It is very important to be kind. Then say, oh yeah. Can you say that? Yeah. And then say it again. It is very important to be kind. Oh yeah. Now say, I know how to be kind. Can you say that with me? I know how to be kind. Say, I use my heart. I use my mind. Let's do that. I use my heart. I use my mind. Good. It's very important to be kind. Oh yeah. Let's do it. We're going to do the important to be kind 2 times, and then the heart and mind part, and then we're going to do the important to be kind 1 more time. And you'll know this tune when you hear it. Are you ready? Arms out. Here we go. It is very important to be kind. Oh yeah. It is very important to be kind. Oh yeah. I know how to be kind. I use my heart. I use my mind. It's very important to be kind. Oh yeah. It is very important to be kind. We're learning that today. I know that you have all been kind and you've felt good because you did it, and you've had others be kind to you and you felt good when they did it, right? We're going to have a story now about someone who maybe learned how to be kind. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to move myself up a little closer so you can see my book really well. Look what it says. I can be kind. I know you can. Let's see if this person learns to be kind. It's aquarium day, I shouted as I came down the stairs for breakfast. It sure is, Mike, said my dad. We can leave as soon as you're ready. Did you ever go to the aquarium? It's so much fun. I ate my breakfast and I put all the dishes away. I'm ready, I said. Can Finn come too? Sure, said Dad, but hold on to him. Now see, here's Finn. Finn is his looks like a little shark toy. We walked up to the aquarium. I helped my dad hold the door for the family behind us. Thank you, said a girl who looked my age. That's so kind of you, said her mother. Was that kind of him to hold the door? Sure it was. Just little things can be so kind, right? Can we pet the sharks first? I asked Dad. I sat Finn down next to me and I put my hand in the tank. They are so cool, I said, and they feel smoother than I thought they would. He's pretty brave. He's petting sharks. Next, we were going to the penguin exhibit. All of a sudden, I realized something was wrong. Oh no, I cried. Finn is gone. He lost his little shark. I felt a tap on my shoulder. Are you looking for this? Said a girl. She was the one we had helped at the door. Finn, I said. Thank you. My dad said, "That was kind of you." Wasn't that kind of that girl? She found that shark. She knew it belonged to that little boy, and she gave it back to him. That was very kind. "Can we find a friend for Finn in the gift shop?" I asked my dad. "A small friend," Dad replied. I reached for the last shark left. The girl who found Finn was reaching for it too. You can have it," I said. She smiled at me. It felt better to be kind than to have a shark. So see how he was kind? He said, "Well, that feels better. I would rather be kind than have that shark." Right? That was so kind of him. He wanted the shark, but he thought about what would be nicer, what would be a better thing. And this was the same girl that had found his shark, right? It was important to be kind to her. So it's got a little picture here. And it says, "Is this child being kind?" She's pushing this lady in the wheelchair. Is she being kind? Yeah. And then it asks, "How do you feel when someone is kind to you? And have you ever been kind?" Yeah. Kindness is very, very important. So that was a great story about a kid and a shark and a girl who helped him and he helped the girl. And yeah, and everyone was kind through their helpfulness. So I thought today we could make a shark. All right? Now, you will need just one piece of plain paper like this. You're also going to need a gray crayon, and if you don't have a gray crayon, a black crayon will do. All right? You will need tape, scissors, or glue. Tape is probably best. You will need scissors, tape, staples, or glue. And of those three things, tape is probably the best. And you will need some scissors, alrighty? And you'll need a gray crayon and a black crayon if you have both colors. If you only have black, that's okay. All right, I'm going to take our candles down so we can do this craft. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fold. Let me put this over here. Here we go. You're going to take your paper and you're going to fold it up this way. They call this sometimes hot dog style because it goes long like a hot dog bun, right? So we folded it like that. All righty? And then we're going to draw on one end a triangle, kind of like a triangle. We're going to come in here, slanted line into the middle, and then a slanted line out like that. Okay? Did you get that done? Good. Now, I'm going to cut along that line. Get my scissors. Remember your scissors safety. Fingers on the bottom, thumb on the top. Open, shut, cut, cut, cut. And all you cut is paper. You know that. Now I'm going to cut right here. If you need a big person to help you, just ask. If you need to pause this video while you go get your big person, that's okay. They'll always be able to make it roll back if you got to get back to where we are. Okay, now I got that cut out. What shape is that? Triangle, right? Yeah, I got that cut out. Now, I'm going to get my tape. I'm going to show you. Put this here, I guess. I'm going to get my tape. And I need a long piece of tape. I need a piece of tape as long as my shark. This is going to be a puppet, actually. A shark puppet. And see this, how this is open? See how it's open? I'm going to shut it with my tape. Remember, when you're taping things or gluing things, the sticky part needs to be on both pieces to make them stick together. So I'm folding that tape over like that, you see? And your big person can help you with this too. There we go. Okay, is it starting to look a little bit like a shark? Yeah. So now I'm going to draw an eye right here. And then on the other side, I'm going to draw an eye right here, right? Okay, I'm gonna flip it back to the first side. I'm gonna give the shark his teeth. So right along this line that I drew on this side, I'm gonna go up, down, 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 up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Up. There. And let's go to the other side and do the same thing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. See how they're pointy? Oh, yeah. You know, sharks have a lot of teeth. They have 9 rows of teeth, but we're only drawing 1 row, okay? Then we're going to give them some gills. Now, on this side, I'm going to make like a backward C. The open part is going to go towards the teeth, okay? 1, 2, 3 gills. And on the other side, it's going to be like a C. 1, 2, 3 gills. Because they use gills to breathe. We use our lungs, but a shark, he uses his gills because he breathes water. He gets the oxygen out of the water. Isn't that cool? Now he's missing something. What's he missing? His fin, yes. That's how we know he's a shark. So remember these triangles that you cut out? You can take one of these triangles and you're going to tape it or glue it right here. I got my tape and oops, I dropped my shark. Here we go. Got him. I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to glue that fin right onto him. Now remember, the sticky needs to be on the fin and the sticky needs to be on the body, right? And that way they will stick together. Now, you don't have to color him. I guess this could just be a great white shark, but I'm going to color him. I'm going to color him gray. And if you don't have gray, you can just use a black crayon. Oh, don't color in his teeth, right? Well, I'll leave his teeth white. But you can just use a black crayon and color him very lightly. So I'm going to color this whole shark. And while I color him, I'm going to think of all the ways that I can be kind today. I'm going to the grocery store later. And you know what? I could let someone with just a few items go in front of me at the grocery store. Because I'm going to buy a lot of things. And if somebody only has a couple of things to buy, maybe they would like to save some time. So I could say, you can go ahead. Would that be a kind thing to do? Yeah. Or maybe I could cook a special dinner for my husband. That would be a kind thing to do, right? I could do that. If anyone says they're not feeling well, of course I can tell them I hope they feel better. There's so many ways to be kind. So look, I'm almost done coloring my shark. I've colored both sides gray. He's pretty cool. Now, here's the coolest part. This shark opens up right here. See where he opens up? Right there. And you can put your hand in there. Your hand's a little smaller than mine. And he's a puppet. Dun, 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 dun. I had so much fun with you today. We learned so much about kindness. I'm so glad that we had this time together. So, don't forget to be kind. Remember how that little boy was kind with his shark? So, just look at your shark and remember that you want to be kind. There's so many ways to do it. Thank you so much for being here today. Mwah! I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.